Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kamar AA, and this is your review for the pre-season game where Chelsea beat RB Salzburg in Austria 5-3. It was a very entertaining game, and to be honest, if I'm being honest, it is the most entertaining game I've had in pre-season, and probably the best performance-wise. There were so many positive performances. I want to clarify and go over the negatives of this game, and obviously, as you can tell, the fact that we conceded 3 goals can obviously indicate to you already that defensively it was a shambles. I'll get into that in a minute. I'll be talking about that in this video. I'll also be mentioning the positives. Christian Pulisic, Ross Barkley have been fantastic this preseason, especially in this game. Going to be highlighting why tactically they were fantastic. Also, other key areas as well, and how the RB Salzburg made it difficult at times for us, the way they were tactically set up, etc. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I do upload, and comment down below your thoughts, opinions on the game. I really want to hear what you guys think as well. But without further ado, let's get straight into it now. Going over the performance. Now, like I said, there was some individual fantastic, superb performances. Now, going over the goals, we were 3-0 up at half time. Fantastic offensively. First goal, Pulisic. Beautiful. Pulisic was on fire today. One of the best performances. Best performance in Chelsea shirt so far. The way he was dribbling in and out. I told you this in my tactics video and what's happened in the past. Pulisic acts as an inverted winger. He is perfect for a Lampard system. The way he can dribble with the ball, take on plays. His pace, RB Salzburg, the defensive line could not handle Pulisic's pace in behind. The way he was using that pace to run in behind the RB Salzburg defence, the back line, they couldn't handle it. He kept pressurising them, terrorising them. The way he was linking up the players, he was fantastic. Everything you wanted from Christian Pulisic, he delivered today. And I'm so happy for his performance. He was fantastic today. And he got himself a brace and he won the penalty as well. The first goal, beautiful. Runs through, holds up the ball, basically fades away a couple of defenders and then puts it into the bottom corner. Second goal, beautiful, wins the penalty. Ross Barkley puts it away nicely. I'm going to be talking about Ross Barkley's performance in a minute. And the third goal was sublime. Ross Barkley with the ball of your life. A beautiful through ball. Ball that says Fabregas or Prime Zidane would be proud of making. Lands straight into Pulisic's feet. But he still had a lot of work to do. Utilises pace, like I said, which troubled RB Salzburg back line. He utilises pace and then chipped the keeper into the bottom corner. 3-0 half time. Second half starts, and this is where the issues arise. And I've always said for time, set pieces is a massive issue. Set pieces is a massive issue, but there is some context behind this, and there are some factors as to why defensively in set pieces why we are atrocious. Now, people need to understand. They always say, "Oh, we're so bad at set pieces." We need to work on set pieces. It's very generic when people say we need to work on it, but what specifically do we need to work on? Now, when it comes to set piece defending, there's two types. There is man marking and there is zonal marking. Now, the way we done it under Sarri last season, it was zonal marking. It was whoever you can pick up when the ball is in the air. When the ball is in the air and it's being delivered, that's when you pick up whoever to try and defend it to the best you can. Now, obviously, that's one area. That's what we've done on Sarri, and it was a disaster. Burnley was a prime example. We conceded 2, and it was due to our set piece troubles. We've always had a problem with set pieces, and it's clear and evident to see in this preseason. Now, the other type is man marking. Obviously, each man picks a man to mark, and you stay with that man no matter where they run, no matter where the ball is. You stay with the man to defend because that is your duty. He's your responsibility to make sure that he doesn't get an opportunity to score. Now, obviously, with this, it was evident in zonal marking. Now, that is one area as to why we need to fix up. Obviously, we do zonal marking. I don't think zonal marking works, to be honest. I think that we need to do set piece marking. Now, another thing I need to mention as well is height. Height is a massive crucial factor, and it's a massive factor as to why we're conceding so many set pieces. People say, oh, we're defensively terrible, but there's reasons for that. The height is a massive issue, and this is why Marcus Alonso was playing a lot last season. People slagging Sarri, slating him, saying, oh, he should be using Emerson more. But people need to understand that there's context as to why he's using Alonso. Set piece issue. Alonso is nice and tall. I believe he's 6'1", 6'2". He's quite tall. And remember, we have a very short team. Jorginho, very short. Kovacic, very short. Kante, very short. Azpilicueta is very short. Emerson was really short, hence why Alonso was used. Pedro is short, our wingers are short. Hazard was really short, Willian is short. We haven't ever had a tall team, and this is why when it came to set pieces, our only tall players were our centre-backs, David Luiz and Rudiger, and Kepa's not really tall for a keeper either. So it came to a situation where we were conceding so many set pieces, but that was due to the fact that height was a major factor. And that's why Alonso was used a lot, and that's why in his team, when Emerson was playing, we have that set piece issue. When you give away silly fouls, when you give away corners, we're going to expect this a lot this season. It's something that we have to handle. The only way to get around this and the solution to this is either we stop giving away cynical and stupid fouls and we prevent giving away corners. Unless it's absolutely necessary to give those corners silly fouls. In my opinion, there is no reason why we should be giving silly fouls, silly free kicks, or even silly corners, in my opinion. I think that it is what it is, and that's the way that we should be doing things. Now, that is regarding defending. That's what I wanted to, express my take on the set piece style. Now, defending was atrocious. I'm sorry, but the organisation, I don't know who was captain, I don't know who was organising that defence, but that was a diabolical shambles. I'm sorry. The 5th goal is unacceptable. I don't care if it's pre-season. We've had almost 5 or 6 games now. Another thing I want to mention with Lampard as well is, another reason why defensively we're not as great is we keep chopping and changing. By now, Lampard needs to understand what our best centre-back partnership is. He needs to understand what our best back line is. When you keep chopping and changing, using Alonso 1 week, Emerson 1 week, you're using Tomori, using Luiz and Zuma. Zuma and Luiz are playing for the first time together. You're using Zappacosta or Aspi. I understand fitness reasons, but when you keep chopping and changing, it makes it very hard for the back line to gel, and then the responsibilities and duties start to slip because they haven't got great chemistry with the other person. They haven't really played for them for a while. So I understand from that aspect, but I don't care for the 5th goal if you haven't played together. That is schoolboy error, and that's something that should not be happening in professional football level. A ball comes over the top for the 5th goal. Tomori takes a touch as if he's going for on goal. I don't know why he doesn't clear it. Rossetti takes a touch, and then the striker, I think Takuma, I don't know, he's some Asian guy. He was running onto him, and immediately he knocked the ball off him. It was a shambles, and then Christensen slid in. Zuma was coming from like the right back side when he's supposed to be centre back. I mean, it was chaos. It was completely chaos, and I think the Zuma had a poor game today. I must admit, he hasn't been great this pre-season, even average. Now, I'm one of Zuma's biggest fans. I've said for time, Zuma has got world-class potential. He's fantastic. I love Zuma. He's one of our best centre-backs, and he will be a star in the future. However, this pre-season that he has been averaging today, I believe the first goal for Salzburg was Luiz's fault. Luiz giving away that stupid corner, and the man that he's supposed to be marking, they end up scoring. It's his typical brain farts that he pretty much does every single game. And the second goal, I have to blame Zuma here, because Zuma, I don't know what the hell he was trying to do. Trying to clear the ball. He makes a mistake. I understand. And the 3rd goal as well. I mean, all of them were clowns. It was a clown defending. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It wasn't just one mistake. It was a collective error. Tomori taking a touch for no reason. Christensen then sliding for no other reason. Kepa out of position. I'm thinking, fucking hell. I mean, we're screwed for this season. Set pieces all over the show. I gave a detailed description just now as to why set pieces all over the show. Defending was chaotic. And we're 10 days away from United for the first game of the season. We need to honestly fix up. We have one more pre-season game, and that's against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And I want clean sheet. I don't care if they're chopping and changing. By now, the players, they've got the fitness up to scratch. They've played with all the combinations now. I want a clean sheet. I don't want any more schoolboy errors. And we need to get away around this set-piece issue. Now, going on to the positive, like I said, the first half was magical. Best first half of the pre-season, 3-0 at half-time. Pulisic and Ross Barkley, huge positives. 3 assists for Barkley and 3 goals totally in this pre-season. He's really, really proved me wrong, and I think that he's been superb in that number 10 position. He's got his full mojo back. He's got the confidence now, and I think that Lampard's giving him that freedom, allowing him to express himself, and I think that he's been fantastic in the number 10 position. Like I mentioned that video as well, between Barkley versus Mason Mount. Mason Mount, he can press, he's got the energy, he can link up the play, he's got the high work rate, much better than Barkley. So he's more suited to a number 8 position. However, Barkley is more tailor-made for a number 10 position, assisting, through balls, linking up the play, playing more advanced into the final third. I think he's been superb. He was sublime. He's really proved me wrong this season. Hopefully he can keep it up, because now it's giving Lampard a good headache. Pulisic, sublime, perfect. Nicolas Pepe, who? I'm joking. But he was fantastic. We got a star on our hands. beautiful player. Pedro as well. I've got to mention Pedro's goal. How can I not talk about this review without talking about Pedro's goal? This has to be Puskas Award nomination, 100%. A beautiful ball by Barkley, and then Pedro just backheels it in the air. So it's a backheel volley. He's not even looking at it, and it goes top bins. I mean, I was in shock. I was like, wow, what the fuck is this? And the thing is, I've got to mention as well, is the striker situation. The striker situation is wide open. I'm honestly going to mention this now. The striking situation is open. Tammy Abraham bang average this game. Batshuayi scored a perfect fifth goal. It's a beautiful, sublime fifth goal. He's causing some headache for Lampard now, and we've obviously got the experience of Olivier Giroud. So I think that the striker position is wide open. I don't think there's a definite answer for who should be playing striker. We'll leave it up to Lampard. Like I say, he can be either using a diamond formation, playing two up front, or he can be using a 4-2-3-1 with a double pivot, which I'll finally, before I end this review, want to talk about the double pivot. Jorginho, Kovacic, the way they operate, dictate the game, move, complement each other. Kovacic moving into his half space, Jorginho moving into that register, and they complement each other so well. The way they work as a pivot, they're fantastic, and it's really hard for Kante to come back in. Kovacic is playing like prime Zidane at times. It was world class. Jorginho, as we know, world class player, dictating the game, pulling the strings, orchestrating defensive duties, interceptions was terrific today. And I think midfield wise, we have arguably the best midfield in the Prem, depth wise and quality wise. I'm really, really excited for the season. But overall, I'm really happy we got the win. Defensively, was still an issue. I've already talked about that. But leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this review, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I do upload. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.